Lewis Hamilton makes stunning revelation about turning down Mercedes deal. Hamilton, 33, is under contract with Mercedes until the end of the 2020 season. However, it is unclear how long he will continue driving thereafter. The Brit secured his fifth world title this year, which takes him up to join second in the all-time standings and just 2 wins behind Michael Schumacher. Hamilton has made it no secret this winter that he plans to level with the legendary German over the next 2 years. But beyond that, he feels his future could lie away from Formula One, even if he was offered an easy job working alongside Mercedes boss Toto Wolff. "I don't really know what's beyond F1, said Hamilton. A lot of sportsmen and women, when they stop competing, they've done it their whole life. I've been racing since I was 8. All my focus has been on this. In my part-time role outside F1, I'm trying to figure out what else I want to do or get involved in. Naturally, it's super easy for me to come to all the Grands Prix after I've been racing, even be the number 2 to Toto Wolff, Mercedes team boss, perhaps. I've been racing it for years, I know it just as well as anyone else. But, I'm more intrigued to learn something new." Liberty Media, owners of F1, are set to introduce new regulation from 2021 as they attempt to make the sport more competitive. And Hamilton is waiting to see the rule changes before deciding if he will continue racing. In 2021 the rules change a lot. Formula One is going through a bit of a dynamic shift with the new management, added Hamilton. And the team's agreement, which Toto is going to be working hard on, comes to a point which they have to renegotiate. So, I'm keeping my ears close to the ground about the future. Next news: Max Verstappen admits trying to emulate Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen has admitted he will try to emulate Lewis Hamilton in Mercedes' approach to winning the World Championship. The Dutchman can finally stop complaining about his customer Renault engines in 2019, as Red Bull makes the switch to Works Honda power. "Definitely a lot better. The engine for next year is a completely new one," he told Ziggo Sport. "It has been on the test bench for a while, but it's a bit of a wait. I think the prospects are good compared to what we had until now. It is definitely a lot better," Verstappen said. However, Red Bull is remaining cautious, with Verstappen saying he will aim for consistency early next year when Honda may still be catching up. "If we can just do a bit better and then do a season like Lewis just had, then it is already a lot better for the championship," he said. The right material. Verstappen says he does not feel that Hamilton is a better driver, but that the Mercedes star just has a better car. "It is not about being ready or not ready. You just have to have the right material," he insisted. Lewis was ready in his first year already, just because he had a really good car. But now he also has less pressure. He has a very good car and his teammate is not there anyway. When the whole team is all about you, it's a lot easier. And the better your car is, the easier it is again, said Verstappen. Next news: Verstappen to be patient with Honda in 2019. Max Verstappen has revealed that he is prepared to be patient with Honda in 2019. Especially in 2018 as the collaboration looked to end, the Dutchman ramped up his harsh criticism of Red Bull's outgoing engine partner Renault. Solve things with pressure, but Verstappen told Ziggo Sport that he never meant to offend the French marque. "I just wanted to make it better. I want to solve things with pressure, as you always have to be open to criticism. That is how I grew up," said the 21-year-old. "I am not here with the Olympic idea. You have to want to win, but that has to come from both sides. Verstappen has spent the last months building up expectations of something better from Red Bull's new works pairing with Honda that begins in 2019. I do not expect a flawless year after 4 years in which it did not work out. You are just done with it at some point. Then you sometimes have an explosion. But that is different with Honda. I do not expect to compete for the championship from the start of the season. I hope we are just a bit closer, and then I can do a year like Lewis did, very consistent. That is a lot better for the championship. You do not necessarily have to have the best car, Verstappen added. But he said he is also prepared to be patient with the team's new Japanese partner. I do not expect a flawless year. I will always be sharp, but you have to believe in the project. We cannot immediately be impatient with Honda, said Verstappen. Next news: Raikkonen, first F1 win in 5 years at US GP came quite easily. Outgoing Ferrari driver Kimi Raikkonen said his first F1 win in over 5 years at the US GP came quite easily. Kimi Raikkonen says his first Formula One race win in over 5 years at the 2018 United States Grand Prix came quite easily. The Finn charged to victory during a thrilling race at the Circuit of the Americas to end a drought lasting 113 races since he won the 2013 Australian Grand Prix with Lotus. Raikkonen's first Grand Prix win in the V6 hybrid era is likely to be his last in F1, with the outgoing Ferrari driver rejoining midfield contenders Sauber on a 2-year deal from 2019. Outgoing Ferrari driver Kimi Raikkonen said his first F1 win in over 5 years at the US GP came quite easily. Kimi Raikkonen says his first Formula One race win in over 5 years at the 2018 United States Grand Prix came quite easily. The Finn charged to victory during a thrilling race at the Circuit of the Americas to end a drought lasting 113 races since he won the 2013 Australian Grand Prix with Lotus. Raikkonen's first Grand Prix win in the V6 hybrid era is likely to be his last in F1, with the outgoing Ferrari driver rejoining midfield contenders Sauber on a 2-year deal from 2019. Obviously it was a good weekend, Raikkonen said when reflecting on his victory at Austin during the end-of-season prize-giving ceremony in St. Petersburg. I think overall we had pretty decent speed all the time, and it fell onto the right place. We had a pretty good car basically all weekend, and in the race we did the right things in the right times, and it paid off. It was a bit close in the end, but that's what usually happens. It came quite easily in many ways. Raikkonen's win sparked an overwhelmingly positive reaction from the F1 community, with the 39-year-old admitting he was pleased to have proven any critics wrong. Asked if he was surprised by the reaction, Raikkonen replied, "I'm a peacemaker. That's nice, but maybe it's the only time when people are happy there. It's not often in the F1 paddock. Obviously I was happy for myself and the team. It was a while we had to wait. It was good." Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.